Morning. Will say I kind of thought we'd have a little bit more of a productive morning. Um, kind of bummed. I thought my mare was pregnant. She most likely slipped the pregnancy. Um, so that's kind of a bit of a bummer. But did confirm one pregnant, so that's kind of cool. Um, I guess good morning for me. It's in Vermont. Um, There. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring. Hey, you want to go? Well, V's gonna stay where she's at. Roxanne outside, and I will get this. What'd we lose? Do you have that? Yeah, no, this is not edible. That is not those. Yes. You need more time in this. No, I would not eat them raw. I think you can. They're just really, really bitter and gross. Just find a halter. Um, there you go. That's part about her that she's really improving on being able to get that off. Because she was a little bit there, really struggling. Look at her sister. Mm. All right. Girls. Come. There you go. They're a little tired from their drive. I'm glad you guys didn't take the tire. Jesus. Mm. It was ours. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. That was nice of them. If it wasn't us. Okay, this one's so tired. She's probably not going to bother her sister on the walker at all. So I can turn her out a little earlier. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't tell you guys prior to. I'm also glad I didn't tell you guys to take anything that was already medicated because, geez Louise, these guys are acting like it. Morning. This is a Clydesdale, so not a racehorse. forgot to do her teammates, so I'm gonna have to go out and do that one. Don't step on the dog, damn it. It is not soap, it's actually a leave-in conditioner. So they take a lot of weird maintenance in order to keep them sort of pretty. Um, because it doesn't do anything besides keep that hair length growing. Yeah. That one off. Definitely not a reverse. Yeah, they're not the speedy breeds. Let's hope that this one just doesn't want. Forgot to get this one before I turned her out. What? There there they go. That's Tony, she's a midget. No kidding. Oh, these are Clydesdales, so they're draft horses. Go relax. No, it's a Clydesdale, not a Percheron. Actually used to have I used to work with shires. I didn't have shires, but I have worked with four, intensively worked with four, um, as in every day. I might as well have owned them. Mm-mm. Who needs a quarter horse when you can have a full draft? No kidding. I can stay on for some Q&As. I will say that the Q&As don't work all that well because it has such a slow response time. But if there's anybody who needs to ask any questions, feel free. So I will just start with a little bit. I'm up in Vermont. I have been breeding Clydesdales for only 9 years now, but they are a finicky breed in order to breed. I have 4 mares that I'm trying to breed this year, and although I did just get note that this one is pregnant, uh, I'm not so sure about the other 3 and our likelihood of getting them pregnant. Working on it. I have my own stallion here on the farm. I have 12 of them, 12 horses in general. Ellie's gonna come over and say hi. What's up, baby girl? Want some hay? Like a little nibble left in this one. I gotta go fill it up. He's like, bah, go back to the alfalfa. Those two of these just went out for a drive. The other one just was on the walker for a long time. So they ended up they're kind of tired. They're gonna roll again. Story on the red hat. There's this company called and you can buy color hats, all sorts of colors. So I actually have purple, pink, blue, black, gray. I have wanted to buy others, but I haven't been able to figure out how to add them to like my wish list. So that way my fans can buy them. I'm up in Vermont. There are no wolves in Vermont. We have coyotes. Thank you. I do not have any allergies. Very lucky on that. Because we are constantly working out, just our daily thing is. Well, thank you. It is not a family farm. This was a terrible decision I came up with on my own. I often joke about that. I'm 5'3", so most of my horses are 17 and higher, up to 18. So I never work out. I just actually do my barn chores, and my barn chores are enough. I am not married. Trying to get these comments. If there's any questions. So yeah, 12 horses on the farm. 10 of them are Clydesdales. Um, 8 of those are Clydesdale mares. So live up in Vermont. Ellie is gonna check us out again. Hi, baby girl. This is my 3-year-old. She is slowly becoming one of my favorites. She definitely had a moment there where she wasn't, but now she's really coming around. You have a 17 two-hand thoroughbred. Nice. Links to the bio. Well, thanks to anybody who's just following along, wants to know about the horses. Of course, there's always links for more things. God, you're really cute. What's your problem today? I don't earn most of my money with the farm. I earn most of it via my OnlyFans and maybe rolling around in the hay on the farm. There are things like in our competitions while we're riding or driving the horses, you can win back some money, but you can't win back enough to pay for them. You could do like weddings and wagon rides, et cetera, but in general, I don't. I have been to Florida. I think it was Florida a month or two ago by now. Yes. It's been a lot more fun being here on YouTube. I was originally a lot more on TikTok, and you can look me up on all social media platforms, but like you can't even say that on TikTok, so I'm much happier here on YouTube. So that's why I don't hang out in Florida because it is too hot down there for me. My links are in the bio for all of that information. I'm up in Vermont. Unemployed behavior. Screwing around with horses all day. Unemployed behavior. These boots were bought for me off my Amazon wish list. They are Ariats. I just got a pair that he also bought me. Black Country. What's up? There aren't a lot of questions. You can find out those sort of facts other places. Ooh, it's nice and warm. Yes. Watching from the UK, that's cool. Hello, Chloe. Oh, now it's Vivian's turn to lay down. How long have I had the farm? 9 years. Color of the day, black. Hello, Canada. I'm up in Vermont watching from California. How much horsepower are we working with? One for each horse, I guess. Where's everybody else from? Has anybody been to Vermont? How old are the horses? I've my 2 oldest are 8. I guess I actually have one 12-year-old, 2 8-year-olds. But if we're talking about just the Clydesdales, the Clydes are 8. So 8, 8, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1. 4 months old. So been to Jamaica, Vermont is a spot. I'm much more of a driver, but I can ride them. In fact, that mare might have to get ridden later because I don't have any other job for her. I have my single setup. I am from Vermont. I have 12 horses. They have been coming over to get pet. Currently, they're leaving me alone. I gotta fill up this hay net for them. I have no kids, but I have 12 horses. Been to Vermont in a dump truck. Do you like riding them? I prefer riding a light horse over riding a draft horse. I just feel like they're actually what they're supposed to be doing. I've been riding for 15, 20 years, 20 years. I am selling 2 horses. I have a gelding and this middle or far one is currently for sale. How much does it cost to feed them? Everything. Oh my God. So expensive. Yes, I am a little distracted right now. I'm trying to do a little Q&A for a couple more minutes, and then I've got to fill up the hay nets for the horses. 20. They're about 15,000 a piece. Oh, I'm not going to jail, thank God, but there are no horseflies. It is sunny out for once, but it's quite breezy. In Vermont, state Vermont. I have no idea. I've never ridden any other animal besides a horse or, you know, I'm in Maine. The flies are really, I figured you guys would be getting the rain we got last night. All right, so like I said, I was just paused for a minute trying to get some Q&As. Well, I am going to end up, what's the hardest job on the ranch? Probably trying to breed the horses. It's been really awful. Um, they're not an easy thing to breed. So now we're going to stuff these hay nets. Miserable job, but somebody's got to do it. I think I might have it a little overfilled. When the fuck do you ever get these things overfilled? This is insane. Oh my fucking God. Versus I was just out with them. He's the worst to work with. Yeah, pretty miserable. This will be a lot for them. That one's pretty full. So we gotta get a couple more going. Go out and show the horses in a minute. You're out of shot. I moved it. Last night, I mean, maybe, like, you have different references to this, but, like, somebody was like, "What kind of guys are you into?" And I was like, "Blue collar," and he's like, "Oh, bummer," and I'm like, "What do you want me to talk about? How annoying Frank is at the computer job?" Like, I would never know how to fucking talk to somebody who wasn't like, if I don't not that I've ever learned where a transmission is, but, if you aren't bitching about how you're grinding it, like, what the fuck are we supposed to talk about? Yeah. I'm not gonna talk to you about Excel spreadsheets, and I also can't, like, be buffer than you are. So however, I have to say, I know I'm in the right occupation because yesterday at work, I, like, left one of my patients before I was done with them. I'm a "No, I'm not." And he's like, "What happened?" I was like, "He started telling me about all the sexual desires." And my boss was like, "Are you kidding?" I was like, "Wish I was, bud, wish I was." He was telling me how he looks so much like this actor, which is weird to him because people like it's kind of his celebrity crush, and then also he looks like him, and I was like, um, "No, he actually is." Um, yeah. R.I.P. I'm not gay, but guy. That guy. That was my problem is I always think I'm gonna remember like the conversations or where to find like which penis pic I've looked at before. And then I always delete them and I'm like, and then people are like, what's the most ridiculous? And I'm like, how do you explain a bow around a cock? All right, do you want to do the most miserable job ever and try to get something you might not want to walk in front of that? And find some spread out that alfalfa. I'm trying to burn through it. Not even like I put it out because it's literally just becomes like straw. So yeah, and bring it out into the bucket out there and the bucket out here, and then these two want some too, apparently. Okay. You guys have a whole ass hangnet. You don't need any. You do not need any. Here, let's play with the little ones for a little bit. They're kind of dangerous with the flipping. They tend to flip a fence over. But how's everyone's day going? I can two-step. My long face. Haven't heard that one before. Lady, lady, let go. Roxanne. Fin fin. Better now. Oh, good. Better if you were in it. Well, I'm glad I can be here for you. You know she's pretty. Yes, she does. Hi, lady. Don't bite my hat. Stop. Hi, Annie. On lunch break. That sounds awesome. I'm from Vermont. I'm up on my Clydesdale farm, about to probably go make some content, both TikTok and OnlyFans. What's that? Like, ooh, you gonna rub me back? Links are in the bio for my Instagrams and all other pages. Lady, it's attached. It's rude. Stop playing with my head. Oh, you're so cute. Football's for losers. I like football. These are, well, that one's actually a thoroughbred Clydesdale cross, but this one's just a Clydesdale. Right? This one's only 4 months old. Hello from Maine. How's the weather up there? You guys getting any sun like us? Ugh, really dirty fingers. What's up, lady? Ooh, that tickles. Don't bite. Thank you. What was that? Don't bite. You can rub, but honey, oh, good. It was really windy for us last night, and got hit with some rain. Not too much. Not enough to make the pastures awful, thank God. I won't be able to put my arm over her much longer. Right? What? You used to be the same way, lady. All three of you. Attention hogs. Get bossy when they can't. Ugh. Stop. That's not like great. Utah. That's where one of my horses are from. Yes, I am the owner of 12 of them. Aren't I afraid? Afraid of what? These are a bunch of babies. The worst thing that happens is they can accidentally bite you. They don't really mean to. I don't like what's going on under your jaw. So this one is a Clyde Thoroughbred cross, and the rest of them are Clydesdales. So, oh, so cute, you cool. I breed for them, but it is not that easy. Right? Yeah, I definitely connect with them quite well. When I do that, what are you doing? What doing? Lots of kisses. I'm not sure I understand the question, what kind of Clydesdales they are. Clydesdales are a breed, so that is what they are. Don't. Yeah, I'm just trying a little Q&A if anybody has any questions. Never wished you were a horse. Be a weird wish. Hey, what's your underjaw? How are you? Tennessee. I'm in Vermont. Where's everybody else from? They hate me about 11 months. They take 11 months once they have hit gestation, but it takes a lot to breed them. They're not an easy breed, for sure. Try him. Thank you. You guys are being really sweet. So it's time for me to sign off and actually make some TikToks, some other videos. I will talk to you guys later.